Hello. Right, okay, so I'm inside the filter shed because it is blowing a gale outside, so I don't think you'll be able to hear me over the microphone. So basically I have made or started to make the skimmer box to go inside the filter shed. Now I'm using a polypropylene plastic and then just welding it together. I've not done it before, so it was a bit of a trial and error. But I've got it going, and yeah, just testing it for water leaks. So it's been about half an hour, full of water. This is the main carcass of the skimmer. You can see a few drips just where I've been with the hose and things like that. But yeah, overall it's dry around the outsides, there's no leaks. And inside I've basically just used a square like mesh plant pot basically as a basic filter screen that may or may not be used all of the time, but as it gets fitted I can explain a little bit more about that. So that's the main carcass of the skimmer done. There's a few things to do. I need to cut a hole in the front of it and put a weir in there, a few little bits like that, and obviously an outlet needs to be drilled. Obviously that might come in handy, so there's that to be done. But I wanted to basically practice my plastic welding on a smaller item before it comes to the bigger item of the actual main bio box that I've got to go in the shed. So with the practice out of the way, it's time for the main event. So basically what I've got is this plastic here. It's 12mm thick. Now I don't know if you can hear, but it's actually raining outside. So I need to sort of try and glue this all together in the gaps in the rain. So I'm not sure how much of it I can film, but I'm going to try and build at least the main structure of this box and glue it all together. What miserable weather. So it's been raining pretty much the whole of July. I can't remember a single dry day. So I've not been able to film me making this box, but I've got it in the back room of the house now, and I'll just run you through what I've made. This is the box. It measures 120 by approximately 75 by 75 centimeters, that is. And yeah, so basically I've got some baffles inside that will just help force the water flow sort of in and around and along the chambers, and that will just be filled with the media that's currently in the IBC there. So this will be after the drum filter. Yeah, and I've left a lot of space in this side. The pump will sit in here, I imagine. That's the plan to begin with, at least, anyway. And yeah, I just need to water test this now to make sure that it's obviously can actually hold water and is strong enough. But I need a dry day for that. So as soon as it's dry, I'll get this thing filled up and I will show you the result of the water test. So I've started filling this tub up. So far, no massive leaks showing around the edges. It has just started raining again, typically, but hopefully it's just a light shower. So there are a few leaks between the dividers, but I'm not worried about that because it's just going to flow through here anyway, through the bigger gaps, I would imagine, with the flow of the pump. So I am just going to wait now until this thing fills right up and see how it performs. Well, so much for a light shower. I'm going to leave that now. It'll probably sit out there until tomorrow. It's higher, it's filled higher than what is ever going to be when it's actually running on the pond. So if it can withstand that amount of water in it, it should be fine for everything I use it for. So I'm going to leave it for a day and see how it gets on. So here we are back in the shed, out of the wind. So I'm pleased to say the bio box is holding water like a champ. It's been well over 24 hours and it hasn't lost any water. I've been going around the sides, having a look on the concrete on the floor, and there's no signs of leak whatsoever. So I'm happy that that is fully watertight. And as I've mentioned, it is full up more than what it would be in normal day-to-day running. So it should hopefully be fine. Right, so back into the shed. I need to make up a base for the box to go on. Before I can get it plumbed in, I need to get a few tank connectors. Obviously get the drum filter in here, get the skimmer, which is going to be an interesting challenge to take the old one out, because some numpty has built a shed on top of the old skimmer. So that's going to be fun to try and get out. But either way, I'm going to leave it there in this video. If you like what you've seen, subscribe to the channel and I will update you when I've done a bit more.